Good afternoon and welcome to GP Video Podcast by Nadia. It is around 7 p.m. here and I have just finished my clinic. I started off at 11 a.m. and finished off now. Last night I did last piece of dementia podcast because I think I was taking a long time in explaining each one of the 14 preventative strategies. So I've just summarized them. I've let you know all the 14 preventative strategies. Out of them, 5 I explained with the mechanism of action, and I actually dedicated one video podcast to each one of those 5. So 9 of them I have just named them and I've just let you know. You can check my last video podcast, but I haven't gone in the detail of the mechanism as to how do they prevent dementia. But because I'll be doing daily video podcasts, so if I think at some stage it's necessary to go in the details, I definitely do so. But because people get really bored with one topic being dragged, though I love explaining again and again and trying to implant all the knowledge in your minds, but then it becomes boring. So we might get back to dementia, we'll get back to depression, we'll get back to all the other 14 preventative strategies. But today I'm going to touch a very sensational topic, or let's say a very important topic, which is the use of medicinal cannabis. As you know, that GPs in Australia can prescribe now medicinal cannabis, though it is a bit of a procedure. It's not just the simple script that you can do. So when I started off in GP land, within a few months, I was really interested to see how does this medicinal cannabis thing work. So I did a course on it, and since then I've been prescribing medicinal cannabis. So I would like to again, as I said, that this is a very, very vast topic, and me making a 5-minute video podcast every day is not going to suffice. I don't know how many episodes should I be doing on it. I'll do a few and then I'll keep on coming back to it because this topic is of paramount importance. I would like to really share my knowledge and my experience with you guys. So what is medicinal cannabis? Medicinal cannabis refers to the medical use of chemicals found in the cannabis plant to treat or relieve illness and health conditions. This is the official definition. Cannabis is also known as marijuana, ganja, hashish in all the common terms. So cannabis was basically legalized for medicinal use in Australia in January 2016. But at that time, it was almost impossible for any GP to obtain approval through existing legal channels. The process was very difficult, convoluted, and riddled with red tape requiring hours of paperwork and perseverance, a thoroughly discouraging undertaking for busy doctors. But fortunately, since mid-March 2018, the process of prescribing cannabis is much improved and simplified. Cannabis has been assisting humans for thousands of years. As one of the first DOMS dictated crops, it was used as medicine, food, textile, rope, fishnets, and as a part of spiritual and sacramental practices, with shamans and mystics using it as a means to communicate with the divine. I'm just reading it all out for you. So just putting a bit of light on where does cannabis come from. So basically, as I said, that medicinal cannabis refers to the use of chemicals found in the cannabis plant to treat or relieve illness and health conditions. These chemicals, called phytocannabinoids, can be extracted from the cannabis plant or synthetically produced in a laboratory. So phytocannabinoids are the chemicals that are used in medicinal marijuana. Then our body has itself got an endocannabinoid system, for which I would be talking in other video podcasts. But the chemicals that are used in the medicinal marijuana are phytocannabinoids. Like other medicines, medicinal cannabis products are legally produced in Australia to strict quality standards and taken under the supervision of a medical practitioner. These products contain known doses and concentration of the active chemicals that are adjusted to increase the therapeutic benefits and reduce potential side effects. You can see that I'm reading it all for you, but these are very, very important to be read in exact terms so that I just do not either simplify it too much or make it a bit complicated. So illegally, as you know, that one is medicinal marijuana, and then there is illegally produced cannabis. On the other hand, is often taken for enjoyment and to get high. There is no control over the type or amount of active cannabis chemicals in illegally produced cannabis products, and it's also illegal in all states and territories in Australia. So this was a bit of introduction of medicinal cannabis, that what is medicinal cannabis. And in the upcoming podcasts, I would be talking about different kinds of medicinal cannabis. What are the chemicals there? What are their clinical implications? What are the safety considerations? What are the pros and the cons? See you tomorrow.